First of all, let us carry out an external examination. No redness, stings, or bruises. There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our... There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma. The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite... Nothing suspicious. Now, let us examine... The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs. The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs. The lungs are congested and edematous. The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably. The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs. There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted. The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction. The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible... My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens...
You mean...
Yes.
We should inform the...
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder.
The challenge.
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do? And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't...
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little. Here it is. Here it is. The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here. Here it is. Locked. Nursery. Locked. Locked. Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened?
Most likely maintenance work.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy.
As deputy director, how was your...
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, you see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that. If you take into consideration his...
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn...
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say. He was a member of the London Smart Set.
And...
He had an eye for the ladies, to put it...
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who...
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before. And now all of us... I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
What is your opinion of Albert?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father
He was.
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work here, and he never missed...
Are you able to elaborate?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had out... But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been...
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was... That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who was such a nice lady, and who always...
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory.
Why...
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And he... Why, he couldn't... How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing...
Are you aware of...
The divine what?
No, I...
What a ridiculous name. Anyway...
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation. Locked. 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 A ventilation system. It should regulate the temp. A ventilation. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Who is Miss Ma?
She is the young lady who studies with me. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse.
We noticed that a part of...
At the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room.
I imagine that your relationship with your...
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. I have to follow his path. I have to manage Kew Gardens, and I can do it.
Would you please tell us about
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? That is
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon. Locked. Champagne. Montague. French wine. Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens. A photograph of Montague Dunn.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Locked. It appears as though the protective gloves, waterproof apron.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key.
It does not matter. Open. A botany book. This student's book. Chemicals, a sufficient quantity for some serious.
A phonograph used for voice recording.
Yes, this is quite a I don't hear anything.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report. This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Albert's locker. Specialist articles on shipyards and Albert Dunn. Specialist a rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College. Martin Hamish's a review on rare and exotic plants. Father and I. Martin Hamish studied Miss White's locker. A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to Apparently, Miss White is a capable... These jewels must be worth a vanity purse. It is of high quality. There was a bottle here. It left...
Gold dust? Good heavens.
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone kept... The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a...